name like Chopin, it should be Isaac, no? What? Okay, you said Yitzchak to me. Okay. So you come to this house, and the house, it's completely, and you open up the pantry, and you see there's a bag of noodles, there's a box of macaroni, there's another box of biscuits that are half eaten, half not eaten. You go to the kitchen, to the fridge, you see that there's some Lakshan kugel there, and so on and so forth. Right away, you're messaging your whole group. Oh man, messed up. The whole Pesach is messed up, and so on and so forth. Just got here. Chametz all over the place. Crazy. Somebody tells you, 1 second, where are you? You tell them which one you're in. I don't know the names of the different developments. You're in this and this development. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. My friend has the identical house. It's just down the block. Oh, Champions Gate, that's one of them. Okay. It's in Champions Gate. And down the block, you go down the block, and their renter backed out 2 days ago. They'll give it to you for $200 less. Oh, wow, that's great. Unbelievable. And it's down the block. It's further away from my mother-in-law. That's perfect. Great. And you end up texting the owner that you got this house from, say, sorry, we just got here. You got comments all over the place. That was not the deal. Owner texts back to you. No. Sorry, you can't back out. And then they come to your best, and what do you pass? Can they back out or not?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Because they made the wrong part of the deal. They keep the deal.
Okay, so I want to read to you a halacha. Hamaskir bayis l'chaveroi. Somebody rents a house to his friend. I would have said like you, but now I'm not going to say like you. So stay tuned. Hamaskir bayis l'chaveroi. Somebody rents a house to his friend. Becheskes bodek, with understanding that it is checked, cleaned for Pesach. V'nimtza she'enoi bodek, and it isn't checked. Al aseicher livdek. The renter is going to have to do the bedika. Ve'enoi mekach tois. It is not a mekach tois. He cannot say this was a messed up sale, messed up deal. Va'afilu mo'makom shaboitkim b'schar shahari mitzvah ois. And even if it's normal that in order to get it clean there, you're going to have to hire cleaning ladies, you can't even charge him for that. And that's a machlokes. Maybe you could charge him for the cleaning ladies. Hagah yeshem detzarach lahafsal eschar b'dika. Some say that you do have to pay for it if it's a normal place. The Mishnah Berurah says, Cheskes Badak, Hu Adin Kisha Amar Lo Yamaske Beferishi Beduka. Even if the one renting out the house said, I am telling you it will be cleaned, and you come there and it is not cleaned, it ain't a mekach tois. What's your name? Moshe. What's Pshat? What you said made a lot of sense. If I tell you I'm selling you a car and the car has 30,000 miles in it, and then you get into the car and it has 70,000 miles in it, say, Mekach, here are the keys, I'm not taking the car. What's the difference? Over here, it was supposed to be planned, cleaned, everything sparkling. I walk in here and you got cookies all over the kitchen. You still have your Shabbos Lakshan kugel in the fridge. Are you kidding? This place is not cleaned for Pesach. It's going to take hours to get this place cleaned. Why can't I say Mekach tois? What's going on? So I just want to give you a different story and tell me what you think about this story. Ruvain isn't feeling well. It's a Seres Mei Tshuva before Yom Kippur. He's not feeling well. He goes to the doctor, having some headaches. Doctor says, I want you to take tests. I'm nervous about the symptoms that you're telling me. I want you to take tests. Erev Yom Kippur, he takes some tests. They're going to have the results on Monday, 2 days after Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur's Shabbos. Monday morning, he gets a call from his doctor. Doctor says, you have to see this and this oncologist. Reuven Nebuch has to go to a doctor, very serious case of cancer. He goes to the doctor tells him there's a very serious issue going on over here. Something very serious. We have to do surgery immediately. If you don't do surgery immediately, it's very, very dangerous. Right away he calls up some askanim, whatever, and he says, what's the best eitzah? What should I do? And this one I'm going to put in Lakavit, the Rosh Yeshiva. And they tell him the best guy to do this surgery is in the Mayo Clinic, Minnesota. The best guy to do this surgery is in Mayo Clinic. They have connections, Bikur Chayalim, who knows what, guy that knows the surgeon. The surgeon says, tell him to come in on Wednesday, which is Erev Sukkot. Thursday morning, we're doing surgery. He asked the Shaila, he didn't ask the Shaila right away. If he did ask the Shaila, he said, of course, go ahead, you have to do it. His son asks the Shaila, we'll call him Yossi. Yossi asks the Shaila, his father has to go there, he really has to help his father. There's no way he's going to get a sukkah. It's not in Minneapolis, it's in Rochester, Minnesota. Like, what is he going to do? And very simple. It's a halacha and shulchan aruch. It's a halacha and mishnah. Mishnah chaylin and misham shem b'drim in a sukkah. Yossi's told his father's a sick man. He has to go get surgery, and you have to help your father. You bought it from sukkah. You don't need a sukkah. Okay, fine. Where's he going to stay? His wife checks up an Airbnb, his house, a condo right next to 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away from Mayo. That's for rent. From, what did we say, Wednesday was Erev Sukkot? From Wednesday for a week. Okay, great. And that way you have a place, a normal place. You can walk Shabbos, you don't have a problem, everything's great. He goes with his father Wednesday to Mayo Clinic, gets him admitted and everything. He says he's just going to go over to his house just to set up a little bit before Yom Tif. And he comes to the house, and it's a few hours before Yom Tif, and he starts setting up his stuff and everything. Now, in the description on Airbnb, it said that there's no kitchen. There's a small kitchenette, and that's all. Okay, fine. You didn't need more than that. He sees there's a kitchen, but the kitchen is locked. But what he noticed, the first thing when he walked in was that there was a nice big mezuzah on the door. And every door in the house has a mezuzah. He calls up the owner. He says, I see you have mezuzahs. I'm from Yid. Is there, can I maybe use the kitchen? He said, you're from Yid? Yeah. I'll give you the combination for the kitchen. Totally use the kitchen. And by the way, I'm coming back next week. That's why it's only available till Tuesday. I have a sukkah on the back porch. Now he calls his Rav. His Rav says, if you're not by your father the whole time anyway, so the Gevaldik, you could be Eitz Mitzvah Sukkah tonight. Go ahead and do Mitzvah Sukkah and everything. He says, no, that's not why I'm calling. I want to back out. Because he didn't say that there was going to be a Sukkah. And if there was no Sukkah, then I could eat in the hospital and I don't have to eat in the Sukkah. Now he has a Sukkah there. I'm totally messed up. I got to eat in the Sukkah. Can he say that it's a Mekach Tais? What do you think? Anybody still here? Can he say, you messed me up? You didn't tell me that there's a sukkah. You told me it's a house without a kitchen. You didn't say anything about a sukkah. And now I come there, there's a sukkah. I don't think anybody would ever ask for Mekach Tais on that. They would call Pesach Kron and tell them that we have the most unbelievable story. You wouldn't believe it. We came here and there was a sukkah. Right? You would be thrilled. You would feel like Hashem is taking care of you and watching you. Here you went to Rochester, Minnesota, in the middle of nowhere, and you end up having a sukkah in the Airbnb that you rented. Right? You know what the difference is? Because over there you feel, I could get the mitzvah of sitting in a sukkah. You know how we look at chametz? I'm not talking about you. You boys maybe are very halik boys. But how do most people look at chametz? A pain in the neck. Just get rid of it. I don't want to have any chametz. If I don't have to do anything, that's much better. We don't realize bedikas chametz is a mitzvah. It's a mitzvah d'Rabbanan to check for chametz. The Shulchan Aruch is telling us, if I come to this house in Orlando and it is not yet checked, I should be messaging the owner, wow, thank you. I thought I wasn't going to be able to clean any chametz and get rid of any chametz. Thank you so much that you left this chametz and now I can get rid of chametz. You're leaving it for me, it's mine. I have the ability now to check for chametz, to look for chametz, to eradicate chametz, to destroy chametz. Thank you so much. Can I give you a tip? That's what B'dikas Chametz really is all about. This week we start Chodesh Nisan. What is Chodesh Nisan about? What is Rosh Chodesh about? What's unique about Rosh Chodesh? What? Yeah, okay. What's your name first?
Moshe Abrams.
His name's Moshe. Okay, different Moshes, yeah?
Even though that you might have maybe wanted the mitzvah, it still wasn't what was expected when you made the deal.
The case of the sukkah was also not.
Right, but that was an add-on.
This is also an add-on. I'm letting you get rid of my chametz. I'm giving you chametz to get rid of. Exactly.
As much as it's a mitzvah added on, if you didn't expect it, you didn't want it as part of the deal, you still can't say who, but you wanted it.
We say a normal thing is that a person wants it. Just like if I would call the Rav about the sukkah, you're crazy. That's not a reason to be mevatel the deal. You're happier if you have a sukkah. So our attitude really should be, this is what the Mishnah Berurah is telling us, our attitude should be, wow, I don't believe it. We have chametz to get rid of.
What if I had a jacuzzi?
What?
And they did. What if I had a jacuzzi and they didn't? No one told anyone, and had a jacuzzi. So would you say Moshe that?
He would say that's an add-on.
No one.
That's exactly the point. Being able to get rid of chametz is an add-on. But how does that translate to boys here in YI? What does it have to do with us? So this week is Parshas HaChodesh. HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem Rosh Chodashim. Yidden count to Rosh Chodesh. The Goyim go to the sun, we go to the moon. What's unique about the moon? The moon keeps on rejuvenating. Sasemis talks about this in many places. That it keeps on being anew. You constantly have a new moon. When I was a child growing up in the Bronx, so they would say the Moilid in Yiddish and English. Now they don't say it in either. Now a lot of places just say the Moilid's going to be on this and this day. Right? That's not English, that's not Hebrew, it's a mixture. In Zichron Chaim, they still say it in Yiddish also. When I grew up in Young Israel in the Bronx, they would say, the Moilid Vet Zayin, this and this day, the new moon will emerge, this and this day. It's a new moon emerging. It's really the same moon, but the way it manifests, the way it presents itself to us is a new moon. And that's the koyach of the Yidden. The first mitzvah given to us is the mitzvah of Rosh Chodesh. That ability to rejuvenate, that ability to get rid of our chametz. Lots of times we think we're carrying baggage that's weighing us down and we can't get rid of it. There's nothing I can do. I have it. What should I do? This is what it is. We have the ability to get rid of the baggage. We have the ability to get some freshness within us. We have that ability to start anew, to have a new gishmak. You know, you're finishing a long winter. Anybody ready yet for vacation? Wow, I don't know what's the matter with you boys. When I was in high school, you would have asked me that, Charlop. Shabbos Mevorchim Nisan, I was ready for vacation. You could ask it to me now, I'm not ready for vacation. But you must have a Gewaldige school. Rosh Hashiva, this is unbelievable.
They had Moira for me.
Nobody wants vacation?
This is a
It's unbelievable. Wow. Okay. So, the moral of the story is, first of all, the way we look at chametz. Chametz is not a nuisance. Chametz is not an issue. Chametz is something that we have the privilege to deal with and to get rid of and to destroy. And that's a mitzvah. And when we go to do bir chametz, don't wake up late on the morning of bir chametz. Look at it like, I can't believe it. I'm finally getting to throw all this baggage into the fire, getting rid of the chametz. The chametz is that gaiva, is that self-centeredness, is that haughtiness. All of that is the chametz, and I'm taking it. I'm going to free myself of all this baggage that weighs me down called me. And this Shabbos, think, this is Rosh Chodeshim. HaChodesh Hazeh Lochem Rosh Chodeshim, the Shlo would say, I think it's the Shlo, one of the Sfram HaKadoshim say, that HaChodesh Hazeh Lochem Rosh Chodeshim, that this entire month is a Rosh Chodesh. Every day is like a Rosh Chodesh. It's a constantly rejuvenating type of month. It's a month that starts anew, 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 anew. Hatzlacha Rabbah. Rejuvenate yourselves and enjoy vacation.